Okay, guys, let's get started. So, in today's session, first of all, I would like to welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune overview session. This is gonna be a demo session wherein I'll be discussing about Microsoft Intune historical background. Then we'll discuss about how Intune is managing devices and managing applications. We'll discuss about what are the core functionalities of this product, right? Then we are going to discuss about the architectural diagram of Microsoft Intune, licensing. Then we are going to discuss about how to set up our lab for Intune Practical. So all these things we are going to see in this overview session. So I would like to keep it short so that we will be able to understand how our training is going to be conducted, what all topics will be covered. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as architect, wherein my roles and responsibility is to design and implement technologies for organizations. I have expertise on various platforms like Intune, SCCM, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, Microsoft 365. I have completed my master's in information technology. With regards to training, I have somewhere around 10 years of teaching experience, wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. This is my website and email address, guys. So that's about me. Now let me take you to the next slide, which talks about Microsoft Intune. Now, Microsoft Intune is a Microsoft product, as you all know. Now, this is released in the market in the year 2010. Okay. In the year 2010, this product came in the market, and then uh, it was going okay from 2010 to 2018 and 19. But after 2019, when COVID started, then it accelerated the implementation. So people who were using different product like Tanium or Workspace One or Mobile Iron, they moved from those products to Intune. Microsoft Intune is moving like a monster now after 2018 till 2025, right? So it's on the top now in terms of managing mobile devices and managing mobile application. So the core functionalities of Intune is to do MDM, mobile device management, and mobile application management. So you can manage mobile devices and mobile application. That's the core functionalities of Intune. So what all things you can do from Intune? You can do device policies, device inventory, device wipe, application push, configuration. There are many other policies. So I'm going to type in etc. Similarly, application policies, application wipe, application configuration, app self-service portal, and then etc. There are many things which you can do in mobile device management and mobile application management. So what all devices you can manage? You can manage these kind of devices like Windows devices, then MacBook, right? You can manage Android, you can manage iPhone, Linux. So all kind of devices you can manage from Intune. Plus, you can manage mobile application inside the device. For example, Outlook. You can define policy for Outlook. You can secure the data of this application. Okay. So mobile application and mobile devices. So in mobile devices, you can manage Windows 10 devices, Windows 11 devices. You can manage MacBook, right? Sorry. Mac operating system, then you can manage Linux box, then iOS devices, then Android, you can also manage Windows Phone as well. Windows Phone, which is having Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system. So these are the devices which you can manage from Intune. Plus, you can manage mobile application inside Android and iOS devices. So this is the core functionalities of Intune. Now, as Intune administrator, how can you manage devices? So suppose you are in Mumbai. Let's assume that you are working as Intune administrator from Mumbai. Okay. Now your devices are located in multiple countries. Okay. Suppose this is your headquarter. New York is headquarter. 3,000 devices are there in New York. Then you have some devices in Chennai, some devices in London, some devices in Mumbai, some devices in Berlin, California, Sydney, Toronto, Dubai, and Paris. Let's assume that this is your company name called HCL Private Limited. Okay. That's your company. In that, you have 50,000 devices. All over the globe, you have 50,000 devices. So you need to enroll all the devices into Intune. So all the devices from Toronto, Sydney, right? Dubai, Paris, Berlin, right? California, Mumbai, London, Chennai, New York, you need to enroll them into Intune. And from Intune, you can manage these devices. So for you are in Mumbai, right? So from Mumbai, you can send applications to all the devices in Toronto. For example, Google Chrome. You need to deploy Google Chrome to all the devices in Toronto. You can deploy application to all the 20,000 devices in Mumbai. You can deploy policies to the devices in Chennai. You can deploy compliance policies to the devices in New York. You can wipe out the devices which are present in Paris. Okay. So you can do multiple things: application deployment, update deployment, policy deployment, compliance deployment, scripts deployment. Okay. So there are many things which you can do from Intune. So from Intune, you will have complete control of the devices. The devices will be in your control. Okay. Whatever the things you would like to do on the devices, you can do it from Intune portal. So this is how we do the management of the devices. Now, Intune is basically running on Azure Cloud Data Center. Azure Cloud Data Center is what? It's a public data center. It's present in more than 60 countries now. Wherever you go, you will find Azure Cloud Data Center, almost every country, more than 60 countries. So it's there in central US, West US, right? North US, East US. Similarly, you have some data center present in Canada as well, some present in South America, some are there in European countries, some are there in African country, some are there in India, then in China, right? In Australia, Asia Pacific. So data center is present in almost various countries. Now, your Intune services is running basically in Azure Cloud Data Center. Now, based on your location, suppose you are in India, so your account will get created either in India Central or India South, depends on your location. So whatever the data center is closest to you, your account is going to get created there, the Intune account, which we will discuss later on when we do the practical where exactly the account gets created. Now, what is data center? This is the outside view of the data center. So for example, this is your Azure Cloud Data Center. Let's assume that this is your Azure Data Center. Now in this data center, it's like a big building. Inside that you have multiple floors. For example, you have 10 floors. Okay. 10 floors are there. Let's assume the first two floors are for Intune, the first one and the second one. So these two floors are for Intune. So Intune services are running on these two floors, first floor and second floor, dedicated to Intune, right? Let's assume that. So this is the inside view of the data center. Okay. So first I showed you how the data center is located in various countries. Then this is the outside view of the data center. And now this is the inside view of the data center. Now data center inside view. This, for example, this is the first floor of the data center or second floor. So you will have containers. This is called container. Inside that container, you have racks. As you see, racks. These are the racks. These are what? These are racks. Now on these racks, high configured servers are located. We have high configured servers are inserted in these racks. Okay, so these are high configured servers. High Okay, so these are high configured servers. So your Intune services are running on these servers. Okay, so when you create your account, for example, you are in India, your data center is either in India North or India South or India North, right? So when you create your account, your data, I mean, your subscription will get created here, for example, here in India North data center. If I am in India and I create my account, I'll get my account will get created here or here somewhere. So my space and your space will be different. You cannot access my space. I cannot access your space. Okay. So we will have separate subscription, separate space. Your space is for your organization. My space is for my organization. So this is the inside view of the data center. Now, basically I mean Intune is running on Azure Service Fabric cluster. Azure Service Fabric cluster. What is Service Fabric cluster? In that cluster, you will have, for example, 1,000 containers. Let's assume it can be more than that, but let's assume the 1,000 containers should be there. Okay. In that 1,000 containers, you will have 50,000 servers, high configured servers. Okay. Servers. 50,000 high configured servers. So these are what container. You see, container number 1, container number 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 containers we can see here, and we have containers here as well. So this are what? This is the container. You have the connections here. You see the wires are there on the top. So electric wire and the network wires are connected to these containers. So in case something goes wrong, you don't have to do anything. Microsoft is responsible to fix the problem. So they are responsible to keep it online 99.9% all the time. The Intune services will be available, right? That's Microsoft roles and responsibility to make sure Intune services are running okay. They don't have any problem. Okay. This is not your task. So you don't have to build any servers in your organization. Rather, you just take the subscription. So it is a SaaS kind of architecture. SaaS means software as a service. Just like Gmail. Gmail is SaaS, software as a service. You just take your subscription. I mean, you create your email account. That's it. You don't have to manage a server. Similar concept here, like Gmail. So you create your subscription. The only thing is you have to pay for the subscription. Whatever the subscription you are taking, whatever the license you are consuming, you will have to pay for it. Okay. But all rest of the things will be done by Microsoft. So it is running on Azure Service Fabric cluster. In that cluster, you can have 1,000 or more than that containers. Inside those containers, you will have like 50,000 or 100,000 servers. So this is how the service fabric cluster is designed by Microsoft. So wherein you will have dedicated servers for dedicated task. So a first floor and the second floor, for example, they are dedicated floors for Intune. Now this is the inside view, I mean the high level diagram of Microsoft Intune. So when you create your subscription, right, you get web console, you get web console access, the Intune access. From that, you do the configuration and reporting. And then your configuration and reporting will be passed on to Graph API. Graph API is a communication bridge between you and Intune services in the backend. So whatever the things you would like to do, for example, configure data or configure devices, protect data, or manage applications. So your information will be given here in Intune services in the backend. And then accordingly, whether to configure devices or protect data or manage application will happen. Okay. Now, Intune has integration with various Microsoft products. For example, integration with Microsoft Entra ID, right? Integration with SCCM using co-management. Integration with various app stores like Play Store, App Store, Microsoft Store. Then you have integration with Manage Google Play Apps, Google Cloud, then Microsoft 365, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. These are the integrations which are present in Intune, right? Then you can manage devices. What all devices you can manage from Intune? Windows devices, Mac OS, Android, iOS, iPad, Linux devices. Plus you can manage applications on iOS, iPad, and Android devices from Intune. You can deploy updates to your devices using Windows Update for Business deployment service. Okay. You have other things like Intune Suite, then Windows Autopilot, Endpoint Analytics, Intune Data Warehouse, Log Analytics. These things we will see later on, right? When we do the practical session, then you will get more clear picture. So you get what? You get web console. And from that web console, you do whatever the things you would like to do on Intune World, you do it from there. Now Intune has competitors, various competitors of Intune, like Mobile Iron, Workspace ONE, IBM Mass 360, Citrix Endpoint Management, Jamfro, Cisco Meraki, SOTI, BlackBerry, Hexnode, Tanium. These are some of the competitors of Intune, but they are very tiny in front of Intune. Intune is like a monster now. So almost every 50% market share, you can say Intune has. So almost all big size and medium size organizations have Intune. A big plus medium size organization. Maybe you will not be able to find Intune in small organization, but almost all big size and medium size organization has this Intune. Now why Intune is now one more reason why Intune is moving like a monster, because these competitors, they are focusing only on Android and iOS devices. Android and iOS devices. But Intune can manage Windows 10, right? Windows 11. It can manage Android plus iOS devices plus iPad, right? Plus MacBook. Plus it can manage I uh, no iOS, iPad we have already given. MacBook, then Linux devices, right? So you can manage Windows 10, Windows 11, Android, iOS, iPad, MacBook, Linux devices from Intune. That's the benefit of using Intune. But in these third-party competitors, they are focusing only on Android and iOS devices. Whereas Intune gives support for all these operating systems. Point number one, easy to deploy. Okay. It has integration with Microsoft other products like Entra ID. Then you have integration with Microsoft 365, Microsoft Defender, unified management. In one umbrella, you have option to manage multiple types of operating systems. It is a SaaS based product. It is very cheap for Microsoft customers. It costs you $8 per user per month. Per user per month. Cross platform support. You have support for Android, iOS, MacBook, Linux. Automation and efficiency, remote work enablement. Your employee can work from anywhere. They don't have to be in office to receive Intune policies. Comprehensive device management, security and compliance feature is there. Configuration, additional access. It will have more enhanced security feature than its competitors. Simplified device management and provisioning, updates and innovation. These are the reasons why Intune is the best choice for organization, why people are migrating from Intune, migrating from other products to Intune. Now, let's understand why Intune is a good choice for you to learn, why you should learn Intune. Point number one, it's a matured product. It is there in the market for the past 15 years. It is implemented in almost all big size and medium size organization. Wherever you go, you will find Intune. Okay, not just in India. When you are outside like US, Canada, Australia, European countries, in Gulf countries, right? Anywhere, almost every location you have Intune in almost all big size and medium size organizations. And that is the reason you have good vacancies. People are earning good salary. Those who are in US or Canada, you can expect a salary of average salary 50 USD per hour, hourly basis. Okay, USD. And those who are in India, you can expect a salary of 8 lakh per annum, 800,000 Indian rupees. This is yearly salary. Okay, INR. It's not dollar, guys. Average salary. Got it? So who can learn this product? Anyone from IT or non-IT background can easily learn this one. Why? Because you don't have to learn any coding languages, no programming languages. You don't need to learn C, C++ or Python or any programming languages. You don't need to learn. Everything is GUI based. You just have to follow some predefined steps to achieve the task. Okay. Online resources are available in case if you face any challenges, you can just Google it out or go to Chat GPT or any other websites. You will get n number of websites which will give you solutions and steps how to configure, how to deploy, how to perform certain tasks in Intune. You have good career path. You can make your career as Intune level 1, level 2, level 3, and architect. So these are the reasons why you should learn Intune, guys. Now, Intune is not a free product. You will have to pay for it. So there are three types of licenses which we have in Intune. First is Microsoft 365. So mostly we use this one in production environment because Intune is included in that one already. Then we have a standalone. Standalone, generally we don't do that, but in case if you would like to do that, then you need to take separate. Also have this license, that is enterprise mobility plus security. So these are the three types of licenses which are which you can take it. But the mostly we use this one, Microsoft 365 license, because Intune is already included in that one. Now let's talk about the lab setup. Each one of you will have to set up your lab. So on your computer, you need to have a computer, either desktop or laptop. So on your computer, the operating system should be either Windows 10 or Windows 11 or Mac OS, right? So on your computer, you need to have Windows 10, Windows 11 or Mac OS. 8 GB RAM should be there, 4 logical processor, and 100 GB free hard disk. This is the minimum requirement for you to do your Intune lab, practical lab. And you need to have a Visa or Master credit card or debit card to create your Intune subscription. And you need to have Android or iOS mobile phone. These are the three things which are required for you to do the practical lab. So why do we do that? Because on your computer, we will make one virtual machine. We'll create one virtual machine. And we will enroll that machine. We will enroll that machine into Intune. We'll enroll iOS or Android device into Intune so that we will be doing our testing. All our deployments we will do from Intune. We'll be deploying applications, right? We'll be deploying policies. We'll be deploying compliance policy. Then we'll be deploying configuration. Okay. We'll deploy um, autopilot policy, autopilot wipe. We'll be wiping out the device, factory reset, right? We'll be reset device. Will be reset password. We can reset password, etc. There are many things which we are going to do. So we don't want to do it on the physical computer on your laptop. Rather, we will do it on the virtual machine. Virtual machine is for our testing. We will deploy policies and all on that machine. So this is how we do the practical. Now the next thing is, let's talk about the duration of this training. Uh, Now, before I discuss about the question, now the duration is 8. We are doing the session at 8 a.m. from tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST, India time, Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday. So we will do 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. daily 1 hour session from Monday to Friday, right? Now it is going to take a total maximum 35 sessions, 35 hours training. Basically, it is 35 hours training. So we will take 35 hours session, 35 sessions, 35 to 38, maximum 38 sessions are required. So that's going to take 1.5 months to finish all the topic, 1.5 months to finish all the topics. Okay, so we are starting when? Today is 6th of October. So hopefully in the month of November, we will be able to finish it off. Okay. So 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So what all things you are going to get in the training? So you will get video. Every day we are, we will be recording the session. Right now, that session is getting recorded. So you will get the recorded videos. Plus, you will get dumps, exam dumps. Plus, you will get, sorry. So the duration is, sorry, time 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. India time. Duration 35 hours session. Okay. Um, it will take 1.5 months to finish all the topics. Okay. Then what all things you are gonna get in the training? You will get recorded videos plus exam dumps, plus you are gonna get the study material, plus you will get what? Um, sample resume, plus interview interview question and answer, and the course completion certificate, completion certificate, and the last thing is exam support. Okay, all these things I'm gonna give it to you in this training. So daily 8 Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and Monday to Friday, India time. Okay, guys, any question from anyone?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I have a question. So, uh, due to AI only, I have no to AI upgrade. I lost my job, so I just wanted to know that again. AI is now AI intervention is there on Intune, or how it
Little
would
bit.
be
Yeah, little
little.
bit AI intervention is there. You should
Mm.
upgrade yourself. AI is not gonna take your jobs. The people who are using AI will take your jobs. Got it?
No, actually, in the Azure, what happened was so. Actually, I used to work with the customers, right? So the every issue we used to write in the notes and we used to update it.
Uh-huh.
So all the issues was we were updated and when it was occurred, how much durations and all the points we have updated. So after 1 year, maybe they have reduced the team size, and now I think in the Azure, very now when you raise an issue, default solution it will give. If you're still facing the issue, the a Microsoft engineer will contact. That was happening earlier. Like when you raise the issue, ticket will come into our bin, and then immediately we used to contact the customer. That is what happening. So that AI bit implemented in our project. So just wanted to know how impact in this Intune in future. Um,
You see, in Intune, you will be using JSON script. You'll be using PowerShell script, right?
mm,
You will
mhm,
be, you might be facing some challenges, some issues. So, using AI, that will make your life easier a little bit. So, not
mhm,
completely, but a little intervention is there. So, you should start using
mm,
AI, how,
mm.
and you can also keep yourself updated. So, but that is a different, that's a sideline thing, not the main core feature of this Intune, right? So,
Mhm.
Intune is basically going to manage your devices and manage your
Yeah,
applications. So you
yeah, yeah.
will
That
have
is
to,
what
so
I
administrator will
thought
have
that.
to, yeah, administrator will always be there to do the things manually. So it
Mhm.
cannot be automated, right?
Yeah, that is
Uh,
what I thought. The manually and human intervention is more, right? So
yes.
it not much impact on AI. And another question: is there any prerequisites to learn this in June?
Basic computer knowledge, basic network knowledge, that's okay. You don't have
Okay.
to have like, unlike SCCM or SQL Server, you have to have various prerequisites. But Intune is pretty simple, straightforward. Everything is designed by Microsoft. You just take the subscription and that's it.
Mhm. The only thing is where we need to give, where we need to navigate, and where we need to
Hmm.
give the policies and all that. You should know, right?
Right, right.
And another question. So if I want we have only job portals like Naukri Monster, right? So if I want to search, if I want to know the Intune openings in the market, so can I search like Intune admin or Microsoft
Intune admin,
Intune
Intune,
admin?
Intune
So
administrator, yes.
somewhere I have listened that Defender something Intune Defender is that
No, no,
different
a
to this?
Defender is part of Intune. I mean, not part, but it is an add-on feature of Intune. So basically, Defender has its own portal, but some of the
Hmm.
features are included in Intune. I'll show you just now. You see, this is Microsoft Intune portal. Okay,
Hmm.
this is
Hmm.
the Intune website. Now in this
Right.
website you have endpoint security. Endpoint
Hmm.
security is what it is, Defender. So some of the features are added here. Some of the features, Defender features like antivirus policy you can deploy, then you can
Hmm.
deploy
Hmm.
disk encryption, firewall. These are some of the things which you can do it from Intune. But you have security portal, you have security.microsoft.com.
Hmm.
So if you would like to do Defender configuration or complete management of Defender, you do it from here,
Okay.
security.microsoft.com. Got it?
Okay, got it. Got it.
Any other question from anyone?
Yeah,
Hmm.
in current situation, many company asking uh, only requirement for experienced candidate to
Hmm.
industry. How
Hmm.
to crack this interview?
Do you have any experience? Are you a fresher?
Yeah, I am a fresher. Experience.
You have experience on which technology?
Uh, SCCM and desktop
Okay,
support.
good. So you have to, I will share the sample resume with you. So in that resume, you have SCCM experience plus Intune experience. So you have to keep both of them. After this training, you keep both experience in your resume. And in when you go for the interview, you don't have to say that you worked only on SCCM. Okay, you show them that you have worked on both the technologies, SCCM plus Intune. So that is an added advantage. Got it?
Yeah,
So don't go as a fresher. If you go as a fresher, then chances are very little to be selected. Any other question
And
from anyone? Hmm.
yeah, one more question. So I have 10 years of experience. So for Intune admin, is 10 years of experience enough, or they will expect more other than
You
Intune
have
admin?
you have 10 years of experience in Intune.
No, no, I have
Huh?
experience in IT industry. I'm
Oh,
telling.
okay. So 10 years of experience, but relevant experience, minimum like 3 years of experience, you can put it on your CV that you have
Mm-hmm.
3 years of experience in Intune. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Maybe expected salary would be 8 to 10, right?
Average salary is 8 lakh
Mm-hmm.
in average salary. So you it depends on your current salary. If you are getting more than it, so definitely you will get more than that, right? So like 30% hike or 40% hike depends on organization to organization.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 I got it.
Um, Kasif, I have one quick question. So,
Mm.
so for the subscription, I actually have access to, I'm a Intune admin as of now for my, under the Department of Treasury. I have full access to the portal and everything, Defender and all those things. So, do you think I can? I mean, is it going to be any issue if I use that as my training lab, or I should, get a like, separate? Because I'm using the office laptop. So if that's the case, that then I should start using my own laptop to have download all those portal and everything.
I would suggest you don't use the production until you are
Okay,
confident. If you are confident enough to to differentiate between the prod computer and test computer, so that then it's okay. But initially, I would suggest you use uh, the lab, lab practical lab rather
gotcha.
than the
Yeah,
production lab. Okay,
production. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
okay. Any other question from anyone?
Kashif, how much usage of PowerShell? in the
Little bit. I'll show you. PowerShell is very little here. When you come to this devices, and then when you go to the Windows section, Windows will have the scripts and remediation. As you see, we have scripts and remediation. You can use some of the PowerShell script here, okay, and some of the PowerShell script here. Platform. Only these two sections are there for PowerShell. So you can do some automation using
yeah,
PowerShell. Yeah. So
yeah,
PowerShell, if you don't know the PowerShell script, you can go to ChatGPT and write down your prompt there and get the PowerShell script from there and upload it here. You just do the testing in test environment first and then do it from. So a little bit, but you don't need to have PowerShell skills. You can at least you know the PowerShell. You know, suppose when you open PowerShell and you can read PowerShell and understand what exactly it is gonna do in the computer. So that kind of knowledge you start gaining, but PowerShell involvement is very little, like less than 10%.
and what about the operating system? We can, if there is a bare metal
Bare metal
machine.
cannot be done from Intune. That is only from SCCM. Bare metal is not part of Intune. So if you want to do bare metal, then you have to do on SCCM. But when people are not doing bare metal anymore now. People are what they are doing. They are purchasing computer and deploying autopilot. So autopilot is the one. It is a great feature of Intune. That will help you to configure the devices, deploy application, deploy policies, and everything, and the machine will be ready. I will show you that in practical. Okay.
For imaging, for reimaging of the machine, so that can be done in the Intune also, right?
Machine re-imaging, a machine will factory reset. It will reinstall the operating system. Yeah, that is possible. But bare metal is not possible when the machine does not have any operating system. That is not possible.
And
Okay.
most of the time in the Intune, there are some virtual machines are using, right? Nowadays,
Hmm.
such as
Yeah,
virtual machine.
you can manage virtual machine, you can manage physical machine, you can manage desktop, laptops, as long as the operating system is Windows 10 and Windows 11. You cannot manage servers. Servers are still being managed by SCCM.
Oh, 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 okay.
Servers will still be with SCCM.
Oh,
SCCM is not going anywhere. SCCM will still be there. So people
mhm.
will still be using SCCM, but for servers only. Windows 10, Windows 11, and Android, iOS, iPhone, Mac, Linux, as Intune will manage.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that is monthly updates are also
Hmm.
managed through the Intune,
Yeah,
right?
monthly updates are here. As you see, the way manage updates and Windows update is there. Okay, so you can deploy updates using this method, or you have Windows auto patch. That's the great feature of Intune. You can use auto patch, which I'll show you how to do that. Okay,
Okay, Kashif, thank you.
no worries. Any other question from anyone before we wrap it up?
Yeah, is it SCCM is different or Intune is going to cover SCCM topic?
No, SCCM is completely different. Intune is different.
Oh.
SCCM, but SCCM and Intune, both of them are doing the same thing, similar task. Like device,
Okay.
SCCM is also doing device management. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but SCCM is basically um, on-premises devices, but Intune
Oh.
manages devices on the internet. So
Mm-hmm.
after COVID, people are working from home, right? Um, they are doing what the like hybrid kind of scenario. Some
Mm-hmm.
few days they come to office, few days they work from home. So Intune is basically managing devices over the internet, no matter where the device is located, either inside office or outside office. Intune policies will still be supplied to the devices as long as they have a good internet connectivity. That's
Oh,
it.
okay. So main difference is SCCM is on-premise setup.
On-prem, yes. And also
Okay.
mobile application management is not there in SCCM. Intune has
Okay.
mobile application management.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Okay, guys, anything else? I have to jump on another call.
All right, thank you so much. 8 to 9
So
Monday
those
through
were,
Friday.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will give you the recording of this session. So those who are interested to continue from tomorrow, you need to send a message on this WhatsApp number. This is my number that you are interested, so that I can share the uh, enrollment details. You need to enroll to this course, make payment, and get yourself enrolled. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
We'll
Thank
meet
you.
tomorrow
Bye.
at 8 a.m. India time. Bye now. Bye, everyone.